The Harlem Globetrotters are coming back to the Greensboro Coliseum with all the fun you would expect. Dunks, fast breaks, and on the court and off the court antics. And we are with Zeus McClurkin of the Harlem Globetrotters, and you may recognize him because he played right here in Greensboro at North Carolina A&T. Hey, how are you?
Aggie Pride. I'm doing well.
Love it, love it. Okay, let's do a little background on you because I know you grew up in Columbus, Ohio, and you actually played basketball there before coming to A&T, right?
Yeah, so I played up in Ohio, a small university called Tiffin University. Played 2 years there. Didn't have the greatest experience. I actually had to walk onto that team and I was sitting the bench. So I said, if I'm gonna sit the bench, I might as well go for it and go D1, go to a place I really wanted to be. I love the culture here. My sister went to A&T and I wanted to be a part of it. And I tried out and made the team here.
You not only made the team, but you earned a starting position.
Yes, I actually got a scholarship my senior year, and it was pretty cool. Being able to be a part of this history down here in Greensboro, it meant a lot to me.
Then you graduated, moved overseas, played ball there.
Played in Paraguay, South America for 1 season. Then after that, I played against the Harlem Globetrotters for 1 year. A guy told me, he said, "You want to play for the Washington Generals?" I'm like, "Who are they?" He said, "Don't worry about it, man. Your defense sucks and you can go all around the world." I said, "Sign me up." So I made the team there. Then
You were on the bad guys.
I was on the bad guys, but I fell in love with the good guys. I saw that everywhere that they go, they're treated like the hometown team. We got A&T here, but whenever the Harlem Globetrotters come in town at the Coliseum, we're going to be here in April, people love us and they reverence us, and I wanted to be a part of that rich history.
Yeah, and you really do get out in the community. I know you're going to be spending some time with some kids later today, and that's what it's all about. It's making those connections and just kind of instilling some pride in the kids and in the people who come to watch you play.
Absolutely, and it's not just about, like you said, the things that we do on the court, but that off the court impact is huge too. We're going to schools, we're going to children's hospitals, and just getting an opportunity to kind of entrench ourselves in each community that we pass through is really important.
Yeah, when you see the smiles and the laughs and the cheers and the jeers, how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel amazing. Anywhere you go, people know who the Harlem Globetrotters are, and immediately when they see this red, white, and blue basketball, it takes them back to a happier time when they went to a game with their parents or with their grandparents. And even though they might not know who Zeus McClurkin is, they know that brings back a happy memory in their mind. I think that's amazing.
I love it. Did you watch the Harlem Globetrotters growing up?
Yeah, I saw them on Scooby-Doo. I didn't think it was a real team though, because Batman's on Scooby-Doo, so I was like, that's not a real team. It was later on when I found out, I was like, oh, these guys are cool.
Yeah. And then now you're one of them. Now, I know this is a special season too because you're honoring Curly Neal, Greensboro native.
Yeah, he actually was on the team for 22 seasons. He wore number 22. This is year 2022, and we're honoring him in every single game that we go to. But this game in particular is very special because of his Greensboro roots. Curly Neal was also the first person to ever tell me that I could be a Harlem Globetrotter. When I played against the Trotters for the Washington Generals, he was like, that dude over there, he could be a Globetrotter. And if Curly says you're going to be a Globetrotter, you're going to be a Globetrotter.
Oh, that's a pretty high compliment.
It was very high.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Now, you have done some other things. I understand you have a Guinness World Record.
Oh, yes. I'm now a Guinness World Record holder. My favorite record that I actually have 5. My favorite one is the most blindfolded slam dunks in 1 minute. I dunked the ball blindfolded 9 times.
I just can't even get my head around that. 9 times blindfolded.
Yep, blindfolded. Mm-hmm.
I think you've done it a time or two.
Oh, yeah.
You know a little bit about how to hit the hoop.
Well, that was my favorite thing to do when I was playing at A&T. I was always that energy guy. I would come and do these high-flying dunks, and the whole crowd would just go crazy, and that was my favorite thing.
Oh, well, the crowd is going to be going crazy here again when he comes back to Greensboro. April 8th, the Harlem Globetrotters, of course, facing the Washington Generals. You might think you know how the game's going to end, but you never know what's going to happen on the court, that's for sure. April 8th at the Greensboro Coliseum, April 10th in Winston-Salem. Go to Ticketmaster.com to get your seat today.